Morning, all. All right, so we got 3 games tonight in the National Hockey League, and we got 10 games tomorrow. The 3 games tonight, mostly early, so yeah, be done relatively early tonight. Starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, we've got the New Jersey Devils in New York against the New York Rangers. The Devils are 16-9-2. The Rangers are 13-9-1. This is the first of 4 meetings. They'll meet again December 23rd, January the 9th, and April the 5th. Over the last month, so since November the 1st, Jesper Bratt, the leading scorer for the Devils, 14 games, 9 goals, 9 assists, 18 points. Jack Hughes, over that same time period, 14 games, 5 goals, 13 assists for 18 points. And Nico Hischier, 14 games, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. And in those 14 games, the New Jersey Devils are 9-5. On the Rangers side, Panarin, 14 games, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points for him. Will Cooley, 14 games, 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points. So Cooley's been fantastic. And Adam Fox, 12 assists over 14 games in that same time period. And the New York Rangers are 7-7 over the time period from November the 1st until now. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, the Chicago Blackhawks and the Toronto Maple Leafs meet in the game that's on Amazon Prime tonight. So this is a matchup between the 8-14-2 Chicago Blackhawks and the 14-7-2 Toronto Maple Leafs. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Chicago on February 23rd. The leading scorer for Chicago since November the 1st has been Connor Bedard, 13 games, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points. Donato, 13 games, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points. And Tyler Bertuzzi, 13 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. Since November the 1st, Chicago's 5-7-1, which isn't bad considering for Chicago's record over the last couple of years. 5-7-1 is not an awful record for them. On the Toronto side, Marner, their leading scorer since November 1st, 12 games, 8 goals, 11 assists, 19 points. Nylander, 12 games, 7 goals, 6 assists for 13 points. And John Tavares, 12 games, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points. The Toronto Maple Leafs are 8-3-1 since November the 1st. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between the Dallas Stars and the Utah Hockey Club. This is the first of 4 meetings. They'll meet again December 23rd, January 4th, and April the 12th. Dallas is 15-8 so far this season, and the Utah Hockey Club is 10-10-4 coming off that big 6-0 win against Vegas. The leading scorer for Dallas since November 1st is Marchment, 13 games, 8 goals, 8 assists, 16 points. Duchesne also has 16 points in 14 games and by the route of 6 goals and 10 assists. Tyler Seguin, 13 games, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. Dallas is 8-6 since November 1st. On the Utah side of things, Cooley, 13 games, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. Gunther, 13 games, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points. And Clayton Keller, 13 games. He does have a goal, 10 assists, 11 points, and that goal was in that game against Vegas. Utah's 5-6-2 since November the 1st. So that brings us to the end of the Monday games. We move on into the Tuesday games where we have 10. We have 6 starting at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific, 2 an hour later, and 1 an hour later, and then there's 1 late start as well. So 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Detroit Red Wings and the Boston Bruins. This is the second of 3 meetings on November 23rd. Boston won this matchup 2-1. These teams meet again on March the 29th. Detroit's 10-11-3 on the season. The Bruins are 12-11-3, so they're both fighting for basically the same playoff spot here. Raymond leading Detroit in scoring over the last month. 14 games, 6 goals, 9 assists, 15 points. Larkin, 14 games, 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points. DeBrincat, 14 games, 5 goals, 8 assists for 13 points. And Detroit's been 6-6-2 since November the 1st. On the Boston side, Pastrnak, their leading scorer over the last month, 15 games, 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points. Marchand, 15 games, 6 goals, 4 assists for 10 points. And Pavel Zacha, 15 games, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points. The Bruins are 8-5-2 since November the 1st. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Colorado and Buffalo. The Avs are 13-12 overall. Buffalo's 11-11-2. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Colorado on January 2nd. Rantanen, the leading scorer for Colorado since November the 1st, 14 games, 11 goals, 8 assists, 19 points. Nate McKinnon is second, 14 games, 2 goals, 16 assists, 18 points. And Cale Makar, 14 games, 4 goals, 9 assists for 13 points. On the Buffalo side, actually, first off, too, and Colorado's 8-6 since November the 1st. Now, onto the Buffalo side. Tuck, Darlene, both of them, 14 games, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points. Bowen Byram, 14 games, 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points. And Buffalo is 7-6-1 since the 1st of November. The Islanders and the Canadiens start at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. The New York Islanders, 9-10-6 this year. The Canadiens, 8-13-3. Since October 19th, the Islanders on October 19th, you get that straight, on October the 19th, the Islanders won in a shootout 4-3. These teams will meet again on March the 20th. There we go. Now that my brain's kicked back in. Anders Lee leading the Islanders in scoring since November 1st. 15 games, 7 goals, 9 assists, 16 points. Kyle Palmieri, 15 games, 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points. And Holmstrom, 15 games, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points. The Islanders are 6-5-4 since November 1st. On the Montreal side of things, Caulfield, their leading scorer over the last month, 13 games, 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points. Suzuki, 13 games, also 11 points, via 5 goals and 6 assists. And Brendan Gallagher, 13 games, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points for Gallagher. Montreal's 4-7-2 since November the 1st. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Florida Panthers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. So we have two surging teams here. The Florida Panthers, 15-9-1. Pittsburgh 10-12-4, but Pittsburgh's won 3 in a row coming into this. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again January 3rd and March the 23rd. On the Florida side, Barkov, 14 games, 5 goals, 16 assists, 21 points for him. Reinhart, 14 games, 11 goals, 7 assists, 18 points. Verhaeghe, 14 games, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. And Florida's 8-6 since November the 1st. On the Pittsburgh side, Crosby leading them in scoring since November 1st. 14 games, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points. Bunting, he's been very good lately. 14 games, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points. And Erik Karlsson, 14 games, 1 goal, 8 assists for 9 points. Pittsburgh's 6-5-3 over that time period. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between San Jose and Washington. This one should be exciting, to be honest. If you told me before the season started a game between San Jose and Washington would look like an exciting one on paper, I would have questioned you. The San Jose Sharks are 9-13-5 overall. The Capitals 17-6-1. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in San Jose on March the 15th. Granlund leading San Jose in scoring. 13 games, 5 goals, 10 assists, 15 points since November the 1st. Eklund, 15 games, 2 goals, 12 assists, 14 points. And, of course, Rookie of the Month, Macklin Celebrini, 14 games, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points. San Jose is 6-6-3 since November the 1st, so the wins have started to come. The Washington Capitals, Strome, their leading scorer over the last month, 15 games, 5 goals, 16 assists, 21 points. Ovechkin, 9 games, 10 goals, 5 assists, 15 points. And McMichael, 15 games, 9 goals, 5 assists, 14 points. Washington is 10-4-1 since November the 1st. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Seattle and Carolina. So I'm wearing the Canes because after their last game and last couple of games against Florida, I think Carolina should bounce back, but Seattle needs a bounce back too. They are 11-13-1 this season. Carolina's 16-7-1. The Canes won the first matchup in Seattle on October 26th by a score of 4-1. On the Seattle side, McCann, 14 games, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points, has been their leading scorer since November the 1st. Bjorkstrand, 13 games, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points, and Riker Evans with 9 helpers in 14 games. Seattle is 6-8 since the start of November. The Carolina Hurricanes, Natchez, of course, their leading scorer since November the 1st. 15 games, 7 goals, 15 assists, 22 points. Aho, 15 games, 4 goals, 12 assists, 16 points. And Eric Robinson, 15 games, 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points. If that looks the same as the last numbers I had on the board for Carolina, it's because they got shut out in their last game. 9-5-1 is the record for Carolina since November the 1st. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific start between Vancouver and Minnesota. The Canucks are 13-7-3. Minnesota 16-4-4. Vancouver Road Warriors. Minnesota, it doesn't seem to matter where they're playing. They're very good. This is the first of 3 meetings. They meet again March 7th and April the 12th. Minnesota, it feels like, is a team Vancouver always kind of has their struggles against, so we'll see how this one goes. Quinn Hughes, the leading scorer for Vancouver since November 1st. 14 games, 3 goals, 17 assists, 20 points. Pettersson, 14 games, 6 goals, 11 assists, 17 points. I haven't heard nearly as much complaining about Pettersson lately. And Jake DeBrusk, 14 games, 10 goals, 5 assists, 15 points. When he gets hot, it's hot. On the Minnesota side, and of course Vancouver 9-5 since November the 1st. Now, onto the Minnesota side. Kaprizov, 14 games, 10 goals, 10 assists, 20 points. Has been fantastic all year. Boldy, 15 games, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. And Rossi, 15 games, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points. Since November 1st, Minnesota 10-3-2, so really strong run for them. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between St. Louis and Winnipeg. So Winnipeg's going to be very glad to be home from that road trip. St. Louis 11-12-2 have definitely been playing better under Jim Montgomery. The Winnipeg Jets 18-7. They won the first matchup October 22nd by a score of 3-2. These teams meet again February 22nd and April the 7th. Jordan Kyrou, the leading scorer for St. Louis since November 1st, 14 games, 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points. Buchnevich, 13 games, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points. And Braden Shen and Dylan Holloway both have played 14 games and have 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points each. St. Louis is now 6-6-2 since November 1st. Winnipeg, Ehlers, 14 games, 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points. Their leading scorer, missed the last game, of course. Scheifele, 15 games, 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points. That is the one he missed, right? Sure it is. And Connor, 15 games, 4 goals, 8 assists for 12 points. Winnipeg, 9-6 since November the 1st. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between Columbus and Calgary. For the Blue Jackets, they're 11-9-3, coming off of a road win against Chicago, and they've been building up some momentum, partly because of the game they won against Calgary last week. The Flames are 12-9-4, and will be looking to bounce back from that loss in Columbus on November 29th, where the Blue Jackets won 5-2. Since November 1st, Zach Werenski's been quite the story in Columbus. 14 games, 5 goals, 13 assists, 18 points. Marchenko, 14 games, 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points. And Monahan, 14 games, 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points. Columbus, 6-6-2 since November 1st. On the Calgary side, Kadri's their leading scorer over the last month. 15 games, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points, but most of those goals being recent. Coronado, 15 games, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points, and Mackenzie Weegar has 8 assists in 15 games over that time period. Calgary, 7-5-3, and again, they'll probably be glad to be home after a long road trip that did not go their way. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between Edmonton and Vegas. This is a fun one, might be a playoff preview. Edmonton's 13-9-2 this season, whereas Vegas is 15-7-3. On November 6th, Vegas won this matchup 4-2. These teams will meet again December 14th and April the 1st. On the Edmonton side, McDavid, 11 games, 9 goals, 12 assists, 21 points since the 1st of November. Draisaitl, 13 games, 9 goals, 10 assists for 19 points for Leon. And Bouchard, 13 games, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points, has bounced back nicely after a slow start in October. Edmonton, 8-4-1 since the start of November. On the Vegas side, Eichel, 14 games, 5 goals, 15 assists, 20 points, has been excellent. So is Barbashev, 14 games, 5 goals, 10 assists for 15 points. And Hanifin, 14 games, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points. Vegas, 8-4-2 since the start of November. So there you go. You guys can let me know your winners in the comment section below as always, of course. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.